When did you watch a legitimate injury get labeled as malingering? Iraq, 2009. Our platoon had this specialist named Garrett Brennan, farm kid from Nebraska, strong as an ox, never complained about anything. The kind of guy who'd volunteer for extra shifts and help weaker soldiers with their ruck marches. We were 3 months into deployment when it happened. Nothing dramatic or combat related. Garrett was loading supply crates onto a truck, heavy ammunition boxes, standard morning routine. He lifted one box wrong, heard him grunt, saw his face go pale, but he kept working, didn't say anything. That was Garrett. Tough it out, don't be weak. By afternoon formation, I noticed him standing weird, kind of tilted to one side, jaw clenched tight. Our platoon sergeant, Sergeant First Class Holloway, noticed too. Brennan, you good? Yes, Sergeant. Just tweaked my back a little. Holloway nodded. Back injuries were common. Heavy gear, awkward positions, sleeping on the ground. Everyone dealt with some pain. Next morning, Garrett could barely get out of his bunk. Took him 10 minutes to put on his boots. His face was white, covered in sweat. You need to see the medic, I told him. Can't. We're short-staffed already. I'll be fine. But he wasn't fine. Over the next week, Garrett got worse. Started walking with this horrible limp. Couldn't lift anything heavier than his rifle. During patrols, you could see him gritting his teeth with every step. Finally, our lieutenant ordered him to sick call. Garrett had no choice. The medic examined him for maybe 5 minutes. Pressed on his back, made him bend over, asked some questions. Muscle strain, take these pain pills, light duty for 3 days. 3 days passed. Garrett wasn't better. Actually got worse. Now his right leg was going numb. He'd stumble randomly like his leg just stopped working. Went back to the medic. Different guy this time. Even less sympathetic. You were already seen for this. Same diagnosis. Muscle strain. But my leg keeps giving out. Something's really wrong. The medic's expression changed. Got that suspicious look. Pain meds not strong enough for you? What? No, I barely take them. My leg is going numb. Sure it is. Light duty for another week. That's when the rumors started. Guys whispering that Garrett was faking it to avoid patrols, that he wanted to get sent home early. Even some of our own squad started doubting him. Holloway pulled him aside one morning. I was close enough to hear. Brennan, I've known malingerers. They complain constantly, exaggerate symptoms, fight for profiles. You're not that guy, but I've got command breathing down my neck about manning levels. They think you're playing it up. Garrett's face fell. Sergeant, I swear something's seriously wrong. My entire right side feels weird now. Then prove it. Get back to full duty. Show them you're not faking. I watched Garrett try. God, he really tried. Went on a patrol the next day. Full gear. No complaints. But halfway through, his leg completely gave out. He collapsed in the street. We thought he'd been shot. Everyone took cover, scanning for threats. But there was no gunfire. Garrett was just lying there, unable to stand. His right leg wouldn't respond. 2 of us had to carry him back to the vehicle. The whole time I could see the shame on his face. He thought we all believed he was faking. Back at base, they finally sent him for an X-ray. Then, an MRI. The scan results came back 3 days later. Herniated disc. Severe spinal compression. A fragment of his disc had broken off and was crushing the nerve that controlled his right leg. The initial injury from lifting that crate had gotten progressively worse. The doctor said if he'd kept pushing through it much longer, he could have caused permanent nerve damage. Might have lost the use of his leg entirely. They evacuated Garrett to Germany for emergency surgery. Before he left, Holloway came to see him. I was there when it happened. Holloway just stood by his bed for a minute, then said, I'm sorry, I should have fought harder for you. Garrett was too drugged up to respond properly. Just nodded. After he left, command sent out a memo. Updated guidelines on injury reporting. Medical staff got retrained on taking back injuries seriously. But that didn't help Garrett. The surgery went well. Doctors relieved the pressure on his nerve, but the damage from those weeks of pushing through it left him with permanent weakness, slight limp, numbness in his foot that never fully went away. He got medically retired at 23 years old. Farm kid who dreamed of a 20-year military career. Done after 4 years because we didn't believe him. Last I heard, he's back in Nebraska working at a hardware store. Still walks with that limp. His VA disability got approved, but took 2 years of appeals. The medic who called him a drug seeker got promoted to sergeant. Never faced any consequences. The system just moved on like nothing happened. I think about Garrett sometimes. How he kept trying to prove himself while his body was literally breaking down. How we failed him. How easy it was for everyone to assume he was lying. That's when I learned the difference between looking like a malingerer and actually being injured. Sometimes they're identical until it's too late.